Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne here to do your second reading of the week, which is more topical. All right, so we're going to take a look at how your person would describe this connection through a couple of things. Okay, so this first card is what makes this person happy right now? Something that is factual about this person, something that triggers this person in this connection possibly, and then also something this person is hopeful for. This reading is going to move a lot faster than a lot of the other readings I do because it's far less intuitive. That makes a big difference, okay? All right, so let's go. What makes this person happy? All right, we have the star, okay? And if we're talking about the connection, which we are, the star indicates that you could be this person's heart's desire, okay? You know, when they think about you, their heart fills up. Let's break that down. First card out, we have, we have the 10 of Swords. All right, so what do they have to do to have their heart's desire? All right, they have to, it feels like they have to leave something, a betrayal behind. Or they have to leave a very negative outlook behind. Or they have to leave somebody that wasn't good for them behind. All right, it's that simple. And then we have the Magician. So it feels like for a long time, so whatever this person was focused on, let's say for the last 6 months to a year, whatever they were focused on, it was bringing an ending that this person needed in order to go towards their heart's desire, which again, you know, we're talking about your connection. So they could go towards a connection with you. One more. Wow. So this is really interesting. This is like getting the 10 of Swords twice. Why? Because we have the Magician here, and the Magician has, you know, one of each of the elements as a tool. One of those elements is the sword. So you take the sword, okay, that the Magician has, and you add it to the 10 or the 9 of Swords, you get 10 of Swords. So I feel like, here's the deal. I feel like this person manifested an ending possibly with you first in a weird way. They might have ended things with you so they could go and end something that needed to be done with somebody else as well. And they might have done this in what felt like a bit of a cruel way. Like they might have, I don't know, they might have just disappeared from your life because it was too much. It was too much, and they had to, you know, focus their energy on, at that time, possibly fixing it with somebody else or ending it with somebody else. All right? So, but this is coming up in the column of what makes them happy. So this feels like this person is doing a complete 180, and I forget whose reading I already did that, you know, was a complete 180 this week. But it feels like all of this needed to happen in order for this person to have their heart's desire, which is you. All right, so factually, what's going on in this person's life? We have the labyrinth, which is a maze. So, just when this person feels like, they're getting out of something, they come up against a brick wall that makes them, have to turn around and go back, and it illustrates that right here too, a little bit. It's like this person has been on a roller coaster within their life. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There've been a lot of blocks. This person that maybe isn't good for them anymore has made things difficult. Has made things difficult to leave behind. This person might have family that they have to leave behind. They might have assets, money. It's been very difficult. I'm going to clarify this particular row with the Lenormand deck only. All right, so we have the magnifying glass. So the fact that they've gone through all of these blocks, they've gone through this maze in order to, get to their peaceful place. It has literally magnified something for them. It's made something very, very clear that this needed to be left behind probably long ago. And now it's more difficult to be able to walk away from this because there's that much more time invested. There's that much more family invested. There's that much more money invested. It's made it, significantly clear to this person that they should have left this long ago. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be, a family situation. But for a lot of you, this is about your person leaving something else behind, probably another person. One more. Okay. So it's interesting, and I forget who else got this, the maze and the garden, the secret garden, because both of them have this gazebo-looking thing in these cards. And the secret garden is about a secret meeting. So you might have had a secret meeting, a secret phone call, a secret message with this person, and this person in some way has told you, maybe not to the full degree, but has told you what's going on here, or they're getting ready to do that. All right, and then we have the significant masculine here. All right, so you can see that this significant masculine is tired, is beaten down. You can see that he is focused on the past. It feels like he's wounded. This significant masculine is wounded, but he also has, a single rose there. He doesn't have two roses. He has one rose to give. And that means, he has one feminine energy in mind to give that to. But it's like he hasn't given it yet because this isn't over. This is the labyrinth or the maze that he has to go through now because he put something off, probably for a significant part of his life. All right, so we have up here for what triggers this masculine or this person, your person. We have the rider. Okay, so this can be about a significant message that your person has for you, or this can be about an affair. Okay, so what triggers this person is, I feel like this person is not about in any way, is not about just having an affair or just having a liaison or just having anything like that. This person wants to give his rose. He wants to give his heart. And anything less, isn't enough. So I guess what I would say here is maybe be careful about, how flirty or how sexual you are right now with this person. I don't feel like that's what that person needs. They need more nurturing. They need love. Okay? Because you can feel like he's beaten up. Remember, we've got the Ten of Swords essentially here twice. And this person wants to move towards their heart's desire. So this energy definitely triggers them. And be careful how much you message them as well. I think talking to them is important. If you're going to message each other, you might as well talk. I feel like he needs to hear your voice. Whoops. Wrong deck. All right, so let's keep going here. We have Knight of Swords. So remember, this is the column of what triggers him. So again, what triggers this masculine right now is anything fast. Anything, like that you say in a rash way or that you say without thinking. Be very careful what you say to this person. I feel like this person is very fragile right now because they're going through a lot. And then we have Three of Pentacles. It's like this person is just out of energy. They do not want to have to prove themselves to you through sex, through even through certain types of communication. I feel like the only type of communication right now is face to face or talking. I don't know why that's coming through so strongly. Like, it's really important not to, I think this masculine or this significant person in your life would take texting as very casual and uncaring right now. Ace of Cups. As much as I feel like this person wants to move towards their heart's desire to their Ace of Cups, it's like there's some part of this person that may hold this connection with you. They may hold you a little bit responsible for just the amount of stuff they're going through right now. And that's why I feel like I'm getting this feeling of be really careful how you communicate with this person right now, because even this Ace of Cups is triggering to this person. Even the idea of new love is triggering to this person right now, which is you. And it's not to say that you're brand new in his life, but the connection is new because something toxic had to go away. What does this person hope for? Look at that. Significant feminine. Look at that. 9 of Cups over the significant feminine, which is wishes fulfilled. So it's like this right here. I don't, wherever you are in this situation or wherever they are within this situation, once, when we're talking about what they ultimately hope for or wish for, which is wishes right here, they want you. But they're very, very sensitive right now based on everything they might have to be giving up or walking away from. High Priestess. They have a strong knowing. They have a strong intuition. They're actually, this masculine, I feel, is actually being led by his intuition. He'll probably never, ever say that. But he is. He's being led by his intuition. So he is, he's still questioning that. And he's very sensitive about how communication happens right now. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So for the Queen of Swords, I feel like what he's wishing for, I don't feel like the Queen of Swords is you. Unless you're an air sign, this could represent you, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But if you're not an air sign, I feel like this energy is about, really hoping that somebody would just literally cut him off instead of putting him through all of this. All of this Ten of Swords, this maze, they just want it to be done. All right. So we're going to pull 2 cards from my Messages of Clarity deck. This is a deck that I created. All right, so we're going to pull 1 card here and 1 card up here. All right, so I pulled this card right over this masculine, and it says, I see I have patterns. Okay, remember how we were saying that this masculine has probably been doing something for a very, very long time. And now this masculine is seeing that they have patterns. Up here, I always had your back and I still do. I pulled this card right over the significant feminine. I feel like this is what he feels from you. And I feel like that's exactly the type of support, that's exactly what he needs to hear. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. If you are looking for a personal reading, you can reach out to me. All the information you need is in the description box below. If not, so be it. No problem. I will talk to you next week, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. All right, bye.